Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Maniram Jan Stadium in South Trinidad and Tobago, Marabella to be specific, where we have the final game in the Big Four of the Southern Football Association. The two teams in this encounter, Union Samba Football Club as well as Union Hall United. Union Samba playing in the white and yellow, Union Hall United playing in the blue, and the score at this stage 1-0 to Union Samba. Goal scorer, the captain, number 10, Irvin Williams. Just to give you an idea of the lineup for both teams. Union Samba, Irvin Williams, the captain as mentioned. Number 10, Silas Cooper. Number 24, Quinn Rodney. Number 17, Curdell Pierre. Number 20, Aaron Rodney. Number 4, Akini LaRode. Number 3, Jamali Barkley. Number 9, Aaron Julian. Number 33, Donnell Charles. Number 21, Maurice Dick. Number 8, and Jaden Turner, the goalkeeper, number 99. The starting 11 for Union Hall United: Nashon Simon, number 77, and Kosi Simon, number 14, Kevin Alexander, the goalkeeper, number 007, Brent Garcia, number 88, Shaquem Cooper, number 19, Jaquan Bailey, the captain, number 66, Curvel Jeremiah, number 9, Shaquille Aguilera, number 10, Joshua Kanhai, number 15, Hakeem Timothy, number 44, and Willan Garcia, number 20. This one is played into the box. Nice one, raises his flag for offside, and as we mentioned that, take note of the officials on hand today. Officiating referee, Mr. Jovan Peters. Assistant 1, Mr. Jared Utley. Assistant 2, Kareem Spencer. And the fourth official, Dennis Changia. And thus far, the majority of the possession has been with Union Samba. And Union Hall trying to find their way back into this game. Ooh, and it's a solid clearance from the right back. And you can see thus far this game, certainly high intensity. Both teams pressing each other. Haven't really been able to see much flowing movements from either side, but Samba thus far in the front, and now Union Hall, ball played into the box, and a good stop there from the defender. Goes behind for a corner kick, not where he would have intended. Safe enough in the end. Just to note that we're coming to you live on both 360 TV as well as the Tiger Tanks page. Just around 30 minutes going on this encounter in the first half. Referee calling for a push. Note that the officiating team for Union Hall United, the team coach Brent Garcia, technical director Dexter Cyrus, manager Marlon Henry, assistant coach Dwayne Richardson, assistant manager Marvin Timothy, and for Union Samba, head coach Anton Kwashi, assistant coach Marvin Small. He's also the vice president of the club. Willie Alexander, another assistant coach. Rosemary Williams, operations manager. Joseph Rupla, the physiotherapist, and Atiba Basku, the manager. So just to give some context in this final game of the Big Four in the SFA, at this stage, Union Samba are on top of the league. They have 6 points, and this being the final game, win or draw in this match would see them being crowned the winners of the Big Four. And in contrast, Union Hall just on 1 point, and for them, after speaking to their technical director, Mr. Cyrus, this is their first time in the Big Four, and just reaching to here was a success in their eyes. So definitely grateful for the opportunity to participate in the competition and to increase the level of their players. Granted, everyone wants to win, but sometimes you have to take the positives from the experience and learn and grow to develop going forward into the next season. Played forward by Garcia. Simon spreading it wide. Nice ball over the top from Willan Garcia. And well shielded in the end. Kenny LaRoad at right back for Union Samba. Samba playing in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Usually plays in a 3-5-2, and decided to switch the formation based on this encounter. And speaking to Mr. Marvin Small, indicated that based on the surface and the lovely outfield here at the Manny Ramjan Stadium, they want to play quicker attacking football, and hence the reason for them switching to that 4-2-3-1. You can see it has already reaped rewards, getting that early goal. Haven't been able to capitalize further. Game just ebbing and flowing between both teams at this point. Long ball play into the box, but no one there, and easily controlled by the goalkeeper. Looks to play it out quickly. Nice throw. Oh, it's a crunching tackle. Player seems to be down still. Referee just checking to see if he's alright. Shaquem Cooper on the ground. You can just see still in a bit of pain, now being checked by members of his team. Looks to be his right ankle. Immediately putting some ice on it. That's to assist with any swelling. And you see in the shot of the camera there, Silas Cooper. Also a very talented cricketer, and playing his trade here in the football arena for Union Samba. And from again chatting with Mr. Small, know that the Union Samba Football Club, Union Samba is the initial name, and they are soon to be the Union Football Club, based on an agreement and merger with the Union Football Club based in North Carolina. The owner, Mr. Brian Ramuta, decided to invest in local football, and thus far they have done a wonderful job. They have a youth development initiative whereby they have 2 academies at this stage, one in Port of Spain, one in Palo Seco. Ranges from 5 years old to seniors in the club. Players ranging from the East Port of Spain area down to deep south, and they have scholarship opportunities and look to explore professional contracts for players due to the base with the club in the United States of America. As that ball is played into the box from the free kick, but just peters out harmlessly. No real threat there in the end from Union Hall United. Yet to have a clear chance on goal. A couple times the ball has been played over the top of the defense, and strikers been able to get behind, but a first touch maybe a bit too heavy on occasions, as well as just not getting any support into the box has led to them not creating much opportunities as yet. Seeing a lot of clearances from Brent Garcia in the middle. And again a crunching tackle there. See from the clearance, and the ball kicked back towards the left flank. Oh, and a clash of heads. Never a good sight in any sport, especially in the sport of football. Crash there between Cooper, or is that Nkosi Simon on the ground from Union Hall United. So waiting confirmation on the player down for Union Samba. Donnell Charles, the centre back. It's a great sight to see him up and on his feet. As well as Hakeem Timothy is in fact the player who is down for Union Hall United. So both players involved in that clash back on their feet and ready to go. Great signs. No serious injuries in the sport. So play into the box. Good header and a great save from the keeper, Romano Sterling. First time he's called into action after a towering header from Kerville Jeremiah. It's the first opportunity on goal there for Union Hall United. Let's see, that ball was good challenge there. Jeremiah picking up the ball in the middle, and he plays it back into the midfield, much to the dislike of the supporters in the crowd. They wanted to see him turn and press towards goal, and instead now Union Samba on the attack. The through ball goes to no one in the end, safely taken by the keeper, but that was a potential chance there for Union Hall United. Jeremiah only turned the other direction, shaped his body, would have seen that there might have been a pass to switch the play to the other wing. Cooper was pelting down the left hand side. Now they have a throw-in. Sure, they look to see if they can get back one of these goals as soon as possible. Only 1-0 at the moment, but don't want the game to get away from them. Already approaching the half-time mark. No better time to strike than right before the half. Maybe some momentum. Jeremiah using his frame to shield the ball. Looks for support. Oh, and that's a flailing tackle. And the referee calls it. Did seem to go to ground a bit too eagerly there. And the referee just having a word with him. Free kick here for Union Hall United. Free kick taken quickly from Aaron Rodney. Out to Silas Cooper, right back. Long ball played up to Dennis. Nice control and turn. Good looking pass, but just too soft in the end. Oh, and a nice bit of skill there. Quinn Rodney. Quinn Rodney usually plays at centre back, and based on the change in the formation, he plays in centre back with that 3-5-2 that Union Samba is accustomed to, but with the 4-2-3-1, he's playing in a central defensive role. Williams. Quick 1-2 there. Maurice Dick was looking for his striking partner Jamali Barkley. Barkley, a very exciting young prospect, just 19 years of age, the forward. And Maurice Dick, an experienced campaigner. Two of the key players for Union Samba. So a bit of their interlinkage just now. Wasn't able to capitalize, but good 1-2 play. Shows a good understanding of each other and expecting the other player to reach into the position that he desired. Jaquan Bailey, the captain for Union Hall United, unable to make significant impact as yet. Just a couple half chances with balls played over the top into him. You know, his striking partner is a target. He's on the wing here. Quinn Rodney. Oh, and that's with some good work. Tried to get a shot away. Defender coming across. Marshawn Simon. And ricochets into the back for a corner. See Quinn Rodney just turning and turning, trying to get that shot away. Corner to be taken by Maurice Dick, left footer. Oh, it's a nice whip into the box, went over the hands of the keeper. Jumped to try and punch it, but didn't get any touch on the ball. Headed away, but now we see a signal of offside, is it? From the linesman. You see the assistant on the far side did have his flag raised, and the referee calls it, so it does seem to be offside there on Irvin Williams. In fact, might have been a goal kick, and that brings the first half to an end. Referee Jovan Peters blows the whistle, and the score at this stage 1-0 to Union Samba Football Club against Union Hall United, leading at this halfway stage in this final game of the Big Four in the Southern Football Association. We've seen Union Hall United dominating in certain parts of the game, as well as Union Samba dominating. Game really at this stage, you would say, ebbing and flowing, as noted earlier, between both teams, but the clearer chances on hand have been for Union Samba. Union Hall United with that one clear-cut chance. Header from towering Jeremiah, and a good save from the keeper in the end. So the halfway mark, 1-0 to Union Samba. And as the players take a break, we'll also take some time to reflect on that first half and join you back shortly. And welcome back to the Manny Ramjan Stadium in Marbella, South Trinidad and Tobago for this final match in the Big Four of the Southern Football Association League. This stage, Union Samba leading 1-0 against Union Hall United. Union Samba on top of the league. And we see an attacking chance early in the second half here. The ball is played across, but good defensive intervention from Nishon Simon, getting back for Union Hall United and preventing the ball being crossed into the middle. So starting on the front foot here already. Union Samba looking to add to that lead of 1-0. Goal scored by Irving Williams, the captain, in the first half early on. Nice through ball from the midfield and finish from the big striker. Corner to be taken by Maurice Dick, and doesn't get the elevation that you would have liked. And you see a shot there coming from Aaron Rodney, that is. Got a deflection and goes for a corner on the next end. And we see a lovely shot of the San Fernando Hill with some menacing clouds in the background, but still a beautiful skyline here in South Trinidad. So that we have the support of the ambulance, medical services on display. Hope that the weather will hold out until this encounter is finished. Seen some lightning flashing in the distance. You know that football can play through the rain, but lightning adds a different component, and for the safety of these players, I'm sure the referee will be monitoring the background. Corner to be taken from the other side from Maurice Dick. So the left footer taking the corner from both ends. This time an outswinger. Oh, and it's a good looking ball into the box, but assistant referee raises his flag for an infringement. And it would be a goal kick for Kevin Alexander. Played up to the big man, Kerville Jeremiah, over his head. We've seen Union Hall try to play that long ball on a couple of occasions, but not successful. Oh, and good looking play in the middle there from Irvin Williams. Both teams with big strikers. Williams for Union Samba and Jeremiah for Union Hall. Thus far, Williams leading, having gotten the goal. Jeremiah had a good opportunity in the first half. Nice header which forced keeper Romano Sterling into save, diving to his left. Nice touch there from Jeremiah. Flicked over the top from Shaquille Aguilera, but again, ball just being won back from Union Samba in the middle of the field. Silas Cooper, centre back. Most of the play I've seen coming through Maurice Dick in that midfield, as well as Rodney. And foul there committed from the Union Hall United player. Seems to be Cooper on that right side. Is it? Well, in fact, it's Shaquille Aguilera, number 10, just struggling to get to his feet. Taken from Simon Garcia. And see a lot of supporters in the stands. Most of them, in fact, coming from the Union Samba team. Know that they have an entire academy with players from the youth stage to the senior level, and a lot of them are coming to support here. Really is a good opportunity for the youngsters. Sunday evening to look at some football. Vice President Mr. Small indicating that this team has a mentorship program in place as well. A lot of social workers implementing life skills, trying to assist all of these youngsters that we have seen in attendance. So it's really good to see that sport is playing a positive role to impact and influence the minds of these young children in this day when technology has come rampant and games of the video kind and social media have taken over. And it's really great to see them out here looking at some live football action. Played on the wing, tries to get the cross in, but again, the final third has been very, very difficult for Union Hall United. They have not penetrated the back line of Union Samba, and it's really difficult at this stage for them to get any clear chances. You see substitution being made. Donnell Charles coming off, as well as Irving Williams. There we see Shaquille Lewison, number 11, coming onto the field, into the striker position. See a substitute there for Union Hall United as well. Jalen Bristol coming onto the field. Immediately called into action. Play into the middle. Out to the right wing. Oh, and too much power on that ball into the box. The move is shaping up nicely. Good switch of play with nice passing along the turf from the left wing to the right. The final product in the end, even much to be desired with that cross. And Charles, that right back position, getting up the flank. See some pressing here from the new man in, Lewison. And the keeper is put under pressure. And some great attacking work from the striker to put the keeper under pressure. Just playing around the back. That first touch was a bit too heavy. And then also on this occasion played it back to the keeper. And the excellent sliding tackle. Ball going out for a goal kick in the end, but that's the pressure you want to see from your forward players, ensuring that the opposition team has no time to relax on the ball. Long ball played up the left wing for Union Hall. Jaquan Bailey giving chase. Out for a throw-in on this left end. Wonder if they will opt for the long throw as they have the target of Jeremiah. No, instead they go short. Play to Garcia. And just slipped before he attempted to get the cross in. Not able to get the ball comfortably in the box, and as we have seen for majority of this game, the ball again deflected from a defender of Union Samba and goes out for throwing. This time he goes for the long throw into Jeremiah. Tries to chest trap the ball, control it as a return pass, but not enough pace. And now possession switches hands to Union Samba. Good tackle from Garcia in the middle to win it back. Jeremiah. Oh, and that's well defended there from the tall centre back of Union Samba. Here's Cooper, player with that good tackle before, winning the foul for his team. Long ball played over the top. Oh, and a very, very important touch there from Hakeem Timothy. It's played out to the left wing. And there were 2 to 3 players lurking in the box for Union Samba. Who's out for a throw-in. And some good pressing play here from United. Looking to go on a counter-attack. Dribbles through one. Plays a nice through ball out to the right wing. And he tries to cut it back for the shot. But scuffed it in the end. A nice play again there. Shielding the ball into the middle. Oh, and a nice looking pass there from Shaquem Cooper. Played it softly into his captain, Jaquan Bailey. Didn't get onto the end of the ball. And again, well defended from Union Samba. So Union Hall United have been getting chances in this game, just unable to convert in that final third. And unable to get any real attempts at the keeper. Just one attempt in the first half of the head of Jeremiah. Cooper plays very bravely out of the defense, but now the ball is won back. Oh, and that's a very, very well-timed slide tackle. For a minute I was just waiting to see if the referee would have signaled for a foul, but got all ball there, did Maurice Dick. He went very strongly to the ground. Clean in the end. Back in the middle for Brent Garcia. Out wide to Joshua Khan, high ball into the box. He raises his hands as if to say, I think his partner could have done better with that, Jeremiah. Has been getting some good surface into the box. Not able to convert or create much chances thus far. Early ball play in the middle, but miscontrolled. Don't think that pass was intended for him. Again, Cooper. Some neat footwork. Nice ball out on the wing from Jalen Bristol. Substitute coming into the middle of the park and trying to string some passes together for his team. I've seen Union Hall United more on the front foot in this half. Desperately need to get back a goal. Silas Cooper called into action. Jostling with Jeremiah. Does well. Now the ball in the midfield picked up. And some good defensive work there from Bristol. Not Bristol, sorry, Bristol's on the board now. Cooper. Garcia. Willan Garcia now in the defense. Played up to Jeremiah. Nice deft touch. Seeing the ball ping-ponging around in that final third. And Garcia heads it back to his keeper. Kevin Alexander looks to launch this one forward, or instead throws it short. Doesn't seem happy at that decision. He wanted to send it forward, but his captain instructed him to play it short, and now we see the reason why, because some nice passes being struck together, but again, a very, very important tackle from Union Samba. Looks to be Josiah Cooper on that far end. Is it? Now we're hearing some lusty cheers and applause from the supporters in the stands of Union Samba SC. Players about to be substituted. Number 4 coming on off. Number 9 and number 20. Those players coming off: Aaron Rodney, Cadell Pierre, who's on that right back, and Jamali Barkley. The players enter in the fray. Atiba Charles, number 7 on the right wing. Just a correction earlier, the starting keeper in fact is Jaden Turner for Union Samba, and the substitute keeper is Romano Sterling, so that we attributed the earlier save Sterling, but in fact it is Jaden Turner who kept the clean sheet for his team thus far. Played out wide. Charles looking to send it into the middle, but no support. Now a long ball play forward from Garcia into the path of Jeremiah. Controlled. Shields well. And a poor pass into the center. Looking for Jaquan Bailey. And labored expressions from the Union Hall players all around. Seems to be the summary of the evening thus far. Getting good opportunities to create and to then convert, but fortunately that final touch in the final third just missing. Those passes just either being mistimed or misplaced, and the defenders well positioned and aggressively defending anything that comes into their part of the field. This one played out wide. Kenny LaRoad. Charles with again looking to play that ball into the middle. Seems to be a ball playing type of winger, not running down the wing, but here he is advancing on the right hand side. And again, a nice looking cross into the middle, in fact. Set on top for the shot. And well blocked. Keon LaRoad, looks like, having that strike from on top of the box. Did set nice for the half volley, and he did strike it cleanly, but good intervention. And here's Shaquem Cooper on the left wing for Union Hall. On a nice piece of skill. And he's taken down here from Atiba Charles. He says, I'm not going to let you pass me today. And then Cooper brandishing that imaginary card. And you can see the referee, Jovan Peters, sternly shaking his head no. Know that they tend to discourage players signaling any sort of brandishing of cards to the referee. Leave it into their hands as the officials. It's free kick to be taken by Bailey. Nice looking ball into the box. Oh, and it's a glancing header from Jalen Bristol. See those thunder clouds in the background. It's getting a bit thicker and giving us some sound effects as well. The lightning flashing and the thunder. But the football goes on here into the 69th minute. Coming into the final third of this game. We see another substitution for Union Hall United. Jeremiah comes off and he's replaced by number 27, Kern Edwards. Tackle there is Brent Garcia. He really has been battling in that midfield for the entirety of this game. Brent Garcia, as well as his namesake Willan Garcia, who's in defense. Brent in the midfield. Both have been getting a lot of tackles and interceptions in for their team. And it's a nice 1-2 play. Ball on the right wing. Tries to cut it back into the box, but again, not able to get past this brick wall defense of Union Samba FC. Again, ball into the box, headed down. Bailey. Can high. Let's see again using his strength. As force back and plays a comfortable pass. Ball spread around the field now. And an errant pass there from Kern Edwards into the midfield. And now it's taken up again from Union Samba. Oh, some nice play down the left side. And a very, very timely tackle. See an excellent run down the left hand side there. First the ball played out to the wing, and the left back seems to be Quinn Rodney, who's just all over the field at this stage. Oh, and a very, very timely tackle indeed. Resulted in a goal kick. Such a beautiful sunset as the ball is whipped into the box. The linesman raises his flag. Infringement on behalf of Union Samba. Union Hall United looks to play it quickly. Edwards back to the center. So Edwards moving to that left back position. Kanhai, who was there previously, just slotted into the middle, and now we see they're returning to the usual formation. Played out to Chiba Charles. Miscontrol initially, but does well to keep it in. And looks for the 1-2 with Bevon base, but threw ball over the top. Too much on it for Charles, and again Peters out for a goal kick. Edwards looking to play the ball over the top on the left wing. There is some room. Oh, but a timely, piece of skill there. I was going to say timely interception, and then he immediately went to that cap, as they refer to locally. He's getting that ball over the head of the opposing player, Bevon base. Heavy back pass, unable to control it. Silas Cooper lays into the middle. That's a tough pass with pressure on his back. Looks for it again, and we see the referee signaling for a foul. Could have possibly contemplated the advantage as Maurice Dick played a through ball over the top for Charles on the left wing, but whistle was blown before that ball could have even reached to him. So free kick for Union Hall at this stage. Oh, and he hits the post. He hits the post. Lovely attempt there. And again coming on the left wing. Ball played into the box and goes behind. So a very interesting passage of play as we see that ball fell for Tiba Charles. Falling on his left foot. Nice looking shot. Hitting the post. Agonizingly close. And then on the follow-up as well, the ball out the back wasn't clean. Picked up by Maurice Dick. And very silky smooth as drifts into the box, and now they have another corner. Float into the box, but first defender meets it. See some miscommunication there between Charles and Kenny LaRoad, and now the ball was with Union Hall, but again peters out into nothing. Foul committed there from Bristol. And as the light fades here at the Manny Ramchand Stadium, just around 15 minutes to go. Don't foresee too much stoppage time. Really haven't had much breaks in the passage of play. A couple substitutions for either teams, but no real injuries, thankfully. In the first half, we saw one of the players on the left side, Shaquem Cooper, was down for a bit. He's back up and running. And also in the second half, a clash of heads. Both players were up and running as well, so good to see that the game is being played in the spirit. Attacking and strong, but at the same time, safe. But speaking of safe, I think at this stage, Union Hall will need to take some risks. Really can't afford to just let this 1-0 lead get away from them. Have to try and make something of it. Samba, on the other hand, will be looking to get another goal to bury this game and to have that lead much more secured and comfortable. Play quickly. The referee allows it to go on. Maurice into the box, a lovely looking ball, and Charles rises and heads over the top of the defender as well as past the goal line, and that goes out for a goal kick. Player seems to be down here, Charles, after having leapt into the air and clashing with the defender. Charles just checking to make sure everything is alright. Showing the camaraderie and true spirit of sport on display. And just as we take a look at some of the scores in the English Premier League today, with that Manchester United, with a newly appointed coach. He hasn't come into play as yet, but the interim coach, Ruud van Nistelrooy, is certainly doing an excellent job, winning 3-0 against Leicester. And Nottingham Forest losing 1-3. Newcastle winning in that game, bringing their winning streak to an end. Recently they were in a great run of form, Forest. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs losing 2-1 to Ipswich. And Chelsea and Arsenal in that highly anticipated lunchtime clash, drawing 1-1. Yesterday we note that Liverpool maintained their lead at the top of the table, 2-0, as Man City fell 2-1 to Brighton. 4 games in a row in which Man City have been defeated. Just goes to show you that football is played on the day and doesn't matter the names on paper. As you see, an attack here shaping up for Union Hall United. And missed attempt at the shot. Appeal for handball. Is it? But in fact the referee signals the other way. And you see a show of dissent, is it? From the player on the right wing. Yes, it is. And in fact the referee is calling him over. Is he going to show him a card here? No, he doesn't. He just has a chat with him. In the interest of the game, doesn't pull out any card. Shaquille Aguilera, understandably passionate. trying to get that equalizer for his team. Unable to. And a solid clearance. Coming down into the final 10 minutes, I think Samba is going to look to clear anything that's coming within to the defensive third. I know that at this time of year, coming closer to Christmas, does get much darker quite earlier. So 10 minutes to 6 and we're already seeing the light fading quite intensely despite the good vision that we have on our stream. The light in person here is getting a bit difficult for the players to see. You can hear increased calling and shouting as using their communication, as they may not be as clearly visible as before. Nice passing, get themselves out of trouble. And again, the ever-present figure of Maurice Dick in the middle. A nice looking through ball for Charles. Can he get there? No, he's unable to. Does have some pace in him there, the youngster, Atiba Charles, but that ball had too much pace on it for him to get anything. And we see a player down for the Union Samba team. Most likely a bit of cramp. There'll be some fatigue. Cooper just aiding in the stretching. Physiotherapist Joseph Ruplal out there checking to make sure everything is alright. I think the referee, looking at his watch in the interest of time, wouldn't want the stoppage to be too long. Might probably kindly ask the player to come off the field, and there he's signaling for the stretcher. I think the player might be unable to walk off the field, so he's being helped off here by his teammates. And that is Quinn Rodney, who's limping off, and rightfully so, he is feeling some pains in his legs because he has been running from the first minute to almost the last. In the 83rd minute now, he comes off due to feeling a bit of cramp. Hopefully nothing too serious in the injury aspect, but what a game he has had, Rodney. Two of the standout players for Union Samba thus far, certainly Rodney as well as Maurice Dick, just showing a lot of experience and composure as well as maturity in their play. Union Hall United on the attack, played out to the left wing, and a nice beat. Jersey looks as if it might have been held, and he plays it back for the shot, but it's hit wildly over the bar. That was a nice passage of play from Union Hall United. I think on that occasion he could have probably looked to just take a touch before he played that shot, and you can see a nice bit of skill there from the left winger. And the striker just set Bristol again, it looks like. What opportunity for the shot. Might have been better advised to try and finesse that one instead of just going for power. And now we see another player down, this time for Union Hall United. Is that Shaquem Cooper? So as play resumes. Ball out on the left wing for Union Samba. Played into the middle of the park. We're going to switch it out to the right now. Collected by Charles. Comes into the middle, plays a nice looking pass and well left. Smartly looks for the shot and he goes low but very soft and comfortably held by Kevin Alexander. Strange enough, coming to the end of this game, we are seeing many stoppages in play, some due to injuries, some due to cramp, and some just due to players' communication. It's under 5 minutes of regulation time left. Don't think there'll be much stoppages, as I said before, but depends on how the last 10 minutes have gone. Might see a couple of minutes added on. And Garcia plays out wide. And the seemingly impenetrable defense of Union Samba is there, but here's an attack from Union Hall. The ball put into the box and he equalizes. They get one back into the death. And what a time to get a goal for Union Hall United. You see the player runs back immediately. But look at this passage of play. Bristol out on the right. And just as we were mentioning, the defense seemed to be impenetrable. Seemed the key word there. Never speak with any certainty in the game of sport. Can always change. And great goal there for Union Hall United. Goal scorer seems to be Shaquille Aguilera. Trying to play quickly from the start. So we're in for an interesting finale here. Union Hall United tying the game up in the dying stages. Barely any light on the field for the players. I think now the question is being asked about safety as well. You can see the referee brandishing a yellow card. I wonder if he can see which player he's given it to. The card at this stage, the brightest thing on the field. Just see there. We do have some lovely lights in play at the Mani Ramjan Stadium. Unfortunately, not functional at this stage. And right on cue, the referee blows the whistle. And as you can see, the lightning flashing in the background. Cheers of applause from the supporters and comments of good game all around. The match has ended 1-1. Goal apiece for Union Hall United as well as Union Samba Football Club. Union Samba scored in the first half through Irving Williams, their captain, and Union Hall United equalizing late in the second half through Shaquille Aguilera. And at this stage, with the match coming to an end, that also brings the Big Four stage of the Southern Football Association competition to an end, in which the Union Samba Football Club would have finished, we said before the game, either a win or a draw to place them at the top of the table, and therefore winners of the Big Four, and rightly so, a draw, taking them to 7 points and thus atop the table. So on behalf of our production team here at the Mani Ramjan Stadium, cameraman as well as producer Mr. Matthew Rajaram and myself, Keshav Bahadur Singh, I'd like to thank all of you for viewing our coverage from 360 TV as well as Tiger Tanks. And we'd like to say goodbye for now and take care until we see you again.